I'm TC with the Hip Hop Caucus. You can go to respectmyvote.com. And please check us out tonight on 106 in Park. We're always on 106 in Park talking about registering to vote. In 2004, we was the architects of Vote or Die. 2008, T.I. and Keisha Cole was the headliners, and they was on our campaign. And this year, we got Travis Porter, 2 Chainz, and Trey Songz. So if you're at homecoming, we're going to be talking about registering, not registering, it'll be past the time, but we're going to be talking about get out the vote. The reason why 2 Chainz is on the Respect My Vote campaign is because 2 Chainz is a felon, and he wanted to let everybody know that just because you're a felon, especially in North Carolina, if you have paid your fines and you have served your time, you can register to vote. But a lot of people are disenfranchised and they don't know that they can vote. We're going out this weekend to the Hip Hop Awards, and we're going to take the Respect My Vote down there. We have been to Norfolk State, we've been to Virginia State, and we're going to Clark, Atlanta on Friday. We're going with the BET Black College Tour, and we're getting out Respect the Vote. And we want to let y'all know, regardless, after November 6th, you still need to learn how to vote. You don't have to worry about Barack or Romney. You need to worry about the judges that you put in office, the district attorneys that you got to put in office. All of you brothers that's running around here having babies and you got to pay child support, you need to learn about some district attorneys that you need to know, or they going to mess you up. You're going to have to know some judges that's locking black men up and locking us up in prisons. So it's not just about a presidential election. It's about authorizing yourself and getting yourself right to vote. And you should let people know respect your vote. But they ain't going to respect your vote if you don't even go out to vote. So we shouldn't have over 10,000 students on only 100 people go to the polls. So if you don't want your financial aid cut, you don't want people to not, or you don't want nobody to develop on the east side of Greensboro, but everything gets developed on the west side of Greensboro, then you need to get involved in your city council, your city commissioners, and the school board. So if you want to know how prisons are built, do anybody know how they determine how prisons are built? They're determined by the reading capacity of black children or children from the 3rd grade. So when they start looking at them not teaching our children and teaching our babies, then they can determine how many prisons they're going to make to lock us up. So brothers, you're not here on the college campus to be college thugs. We're not doing collegiate drive-bys or collegiate being gangsters. You're here to get a degree and graduate. You are one of the few that are in college. So brothers, don't act like some suckers and don't graduate. If you're going to be a man and you're going to be gangster and graduate. If you're going to be hard in your books and graduate. I don't want no punk thug coming talking about me hard and your grades are sorry. I don't want to talk about no thug and you can't graduate out of college. Any thug that you know, gangsters are sitting in the White House. Gangsters are the one that built America. Those are the real gangsters. You ain't protecting no block. Protect your right to vote and register to vote and do something about it. So I want you to go to respectmyvote.com, learn about the voter campaign. We're going down to Bethune-Cookman next week, and we're going down and whoop them up. A&T's going to whoop Bethune-Cookman at their homecoming, and I'm going to have my poster, Respect My Vote, and sorry you lost. But we want to make sure that everybody get ready. This is not a game, y'all. We can smile, we can laugh, we can dance after I speak and talk, but your life is at stake. I'm not about, the Respect My Vote campaign is a nonpartisan campaign. We're not telling you to vote for, we're not telling you to be with. But you already know, if you're listening to what's going on, if you vote for one, you know what's going to happen. If you vote for another, you know what's going to happen. And I want you also to know that Aggies, if you want to run for political office, you can run. You're one of the largest voting blocks in the city of Greensboro. If you want something to change in Greensboro, y'all get registered and vote, and y'all can run for mayor. Someone in here can run for mayor. And I wanted to let the sister know that it's always been about the black woman that has stood up for the fight and the revolution of black people. So it's not about women in voting, but it's about the black woman and the survival of black people. If you don't want to die, you don't want to get more oppression, then you need to register to vote. You need to learn how to read your schoolwork to graduate and give back to a university so someone else can come. So we want you to do more than just come out and vote November 6th. but we want you to get involved in the political process. It's not just about you, it's about the babies that are unborn. It's about the babies that are in the school that you got to give them an opportunity. You have to give them a chance. And the last thing, I may say the last thing, but it's a shame that every black college within 5 miles of a black college, there's a ghetto. We're a bunch of educated people, but we can't educate ourselves enough to go clean up our communities and do something for ourselves. So I'm saying, if you don't want to register to vote, do something with your life besides twerking it, dropping it like it's hot. And it's nothing wrong with having a good time, because I was with 2 Chainz, we was having a good time. I was with Trey Songz, we was having a good time. I was with Travis Porter, and we got a lot of other celebrities coming on. But after the party was over, it's back to work, because black folks need you. And A&T, don't think that you don't have a legacy. You have some shoulders. You have a statue to look at of 4 freshmen that set in that called the Civil Rights Movement. So you have a legacy that you got to live on. You're not a legacy of ignorant people. You're not a legacy of lazy, shiftless Negroes. You are a legacy of great kings and queens. So exercise your right and let people know, to respect your vote. If they don't respect your vote, because they really don't respect you. But you got to stand up and let your voice be heard. So I got my man over here from A&T back in the day. You know, he's one of those first men, one of those alpha men, graduate A&T. And it's not about division. I don't respect my vote. He got my vote counts. But we all about A&T because we love A&T. And can I get a Aggie pride? Aggie pride. Can I get an Aggie pride? Aggie pride. All right, my man Chris Stokes.